Obi was never interested in politics, but we brought him into politics because of his honesty. Yes, Obi was never interested in politics. Let me tell you his political background, because I was there. We were among of the people who made Obi who he is today. Yes, if Obi can tell himself the truth and tell the people the truth. If he is still the same Obi that I used to know, yes, Obi was never, no. Obi was never interested in politics to start with. Yes, Obi, I and two of my other friends, that was back then in UK. You know me, I don't base in UK, but my family based there. And Obi equally based in UK. And his house, his building, that is his block, is about 5 to 6 blocks away from mine. So we often see each other. One day when we travel to East, that is when we came back to Nigeria, I called Obi in Onitsha. I called Obi and I discussed with him of my intention forming a party called NNPP. And I have not gotten a candidate who will hold the flag of the party. Then we were having so many names in our minds and all that. Because Obi was never interested in politics, like I said before. You see, we were the ones who forced him in there. So when we have searched, we couldn't get any name. I told Obi, I suggested, I said, Obi, why can't you be the party flag bearer? Obi was so mad at me. He said he doesn't want it. Obi declined it at first. But we had to do a lot of things to cut the long story short, if he can tell the people the truth. Yes. You see, Obi told me that he's not interested, that he wasn't interested. I had to do everything until I convinced him. When Obi finally accepted the offer, he was now giving the party chairman 50,000, no, the party 50,000, and at a point increased it to 100,000. And I now called him with other people that if you are not giving, you know, when you are not giving, you are giving the party, but you are not giving the chairman, and the money you are giving the party goes to the party through the chairman. The chairman will use the money for his personal needs. So Obi now started giving the party chairman 30,000 every month and giving the party 100,000, and it started increasing from there. You know, at a point, one day, Obi called me and said they want us to see. He said I should go and pay for 3 rooms that he want us to see in Lagos. I said, okay. I and my friend Mike, who was the secretary of the party, then I would travel by night. We took night bus to Lagos, and I went to Sheraton Hotel. I paid some for the 3 rooms. And when Obi came, he came in with British Airways, but I know he came in with British, I think it was British Airways or something like that, but he came in the night, you know, from UK. Now, as we were drinking and all that, Obi now told us that he wanted to tell us, he called us and said that he wanted to tell us the reason why he called for this meeting. And we said, okay, we are listening. Obi broke that sad news to us, looking a slap on my face at first. You see, Obi said that he was leaving the party. And I asked him, I said, to where? He said he was leaving the party to Abga. Yes, Abga, yes. And the person who has authority to decide that Obi's fate happened to be Arthur Eze. And that was when Arthur Eze was in UK with his family. And where Arthur Eze lives is not far from where I live, where we live equally. But the problem now is that Obi and Arthur Eze does not really, see. So this now became the blockage. When Obi told me that I was not happy, I was mad at him, Obi had to, seeing the way that I was behaving, that I was not happy, Obi had to go inside his room in that hotel, Sheraton, and called my wife from UK. Now I started asking my wife to call me to cool, to call me to calm down, to call me to calm down. And all the time my wife was now calling and calling. When I noticed that she was calling and not calling, I refused to pick the call. I texted her, I said I will call back later. She continued to call because Obi went back and called her again. And Obi now told me that, Obi persuaded me that, do you know, maybe something is wrong in the house, just pick the call and know what she's calling for. And I picked the call. What was she calling for? She just told me that Obi called her, telling her that she should ask me to cool, that everything will be fine and everything. I said, I came out, I dropped the call after talking with my wife. I came out and I asked Obi, why did you have to call my wife? Obi was quiet. After he pleaded and all that, I now made an arrangement to see Arthur Eze in UK. Because whenever I go to Arthur Eze's house, when I press the bell, he opens the camera. When he sees it's me, he opens the door, asks me to come in. Now, as I and Obi got there, being that Arthur, if he sees Obi in that camera with me, Arthur will not open the door. But I had to tell Obi, I said, Obi, get out from the door. Obi, now get out from the door. I pressed the bell. Arthur opened the camera and saw me. He hugged me in, and I dragged Obi together with me. Immediately Arthur saw I and Obi, Arthur went up. Yes. I had to beg him. Okay, I and Obi had to kneel down to beg Arthur. We begged him and begged him. Arthur was very concerned because of his premier. Arthur knows that maybe Obi might become the governor and want to tamper with, touch his business. But finally, at the end of the day, Arthur accepted, and that company was never touched. Arthur remains the owner and he's keep on running his business. So what am I saying? Obi was never interested in politics. And that is why you see Obi never run for primaries. No, Obi never run for primaries. If he does that, he loses. That's why he comes in as a substitute. You see? But Obi's integrity, his personality, gave us the courage to support him. Yes, we supported him, whichever way you put it. I'm not mentioning financially or whatever, but we collectively supported Obi. We built Obi. And when we talk about Abga, you cannot talk about Abga without talking about Arthur Eze. Because yes, Arthur Eze was the founder. He was the founder. When you mention Abga, you mention Arthur Eze. You mention Arthur Eze, you mention Abga. So Arthur Eze was or remains one of our great founding fathers. And when I talk about lawmakers, it's not much that you go to school to acquire them. Lawmakers in the sense that they chose, that is kingmakers also, president makers, governors makers. Arthur Eze is there. So my advice to the youth is to always be patient with life. Life will push you around. Don't allow life to overtake you. Be very patient. Money is good, but don't let money to control you. Because finally, we all will leave it here and go. Be patient. Be okay with the little you have. Be grateful to God. Yes, be grateful to God. I wish Nigerians all the best. My prayers for Nigeria and Nigerians is that God will have mercy upon us and save us from insecurity. God bless you all. I love you all. I remain Uncle Nature. God bless you.